Okay, can I ask some questions, Jeej?
Yes, bring it on, Mama.
Okay, we had a sweetest email, which I think you saw, Jamie, on Instagram from this lady that lost her son. Let's see. What is his name? I wonder if his name is Griff. Ooh. I'll figure out the kid's name in a minute. The mom's name is Anne Marie January. Okay. Ba, 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 ba. Okay. No, the boy's name is Nick. Okay, so um, she has a question. He. Okay, dear Griffin and friends, is there a connection between the vaccines and medications all service members, people that serve our country, get and these illnesses and behaviors? I realize it's a complicated subject, probably like autism with many contributing factors, but any light on the subject would be helpful. Thank you. Her son came home with brain fog, depression, muscle pain, vomiting, and he took his own life. Nick, Petrakis, Petrakis,
hmm
Petrakis.
Nick Trackis?
Um, Nick is here. Griffin has stretched out his legs to put his feet where Nick is standing, and they're cutting up back and forth.
Hi,
Apparently,
Nick.
they've been hanging out quite a bit.
Your mom's
He's
so
saying hello to
sweet, Nick.
everybody.
She
He
gave
said
us
she
the
really
biggest
is, and she just
compliments.
needs answers.
And she loves you, Jamie. She's done a couple of your workshops in Atlanta and in LA. And she's really, really a kind lady.
Nick is saying yes, that there are correlations between injections that are done for the men in service, men and women in service. And he said the point that you can't prove, same with autism, there's certain strengths of your immune system. And if you don't have certain strengths with certain strands, then the injections you're getting are going to do harm rather than benefit.
Right.
So he had an allergic reaction to it. But he's also talking about, oh, this sounds so like controversy, having, I just want to ask for clarity one more time before we say this. Having two other things injected that can't be compared to the autistic because that's more of an immune booster. These two things that are injected, one is almost like a tracker. I'm saying this out loud and it sounds pretty sci-fi. Um, Another one he's talking about, it's a type of serum
Mm-hmm.
to change structures in the body. It's not really an immune booster. It's to alter or change.
All I'm keep on screaming in my head is brainwashing.
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing on this end too, but
I mean,
I
it's
wanted it
screaming
more
in my head.
technical. I wanted it more
Mine's false advertisement from government.
right. So it's doling something else out and stimulating another part to
Right.
where they'll take instructions better.
Right.
And these things can be extremely toxic to certain people, but you can't test for that because they don't know what it is.
Right. I gotcha. Nick, do you
And
have any
he knew.
I know. Nick, do you have any messages for your mom? Because she's been struggling, as you know, and she wants answers, and she misses you, of course, and loves you so much. You know that.
He says, you tell my mother that she's right and tell my mother that she's not crazy.
Okay. Okay. That means a lot. I've been there before where you want to know, like with my ex-husband in CTE, I wanted to know I wasn't crazy. Yeah.
He says, tell her she's onto it and she knew very well
Yeah.
what to point the finger at, but she just doesn't know what's in it.
Right. Mothers know. They just know, Jamie. Don't you know with your kids? You just know. It's a
It's
knowing.
awesome.
Yeah. Do you have any messages for your mom other than that? I mean, that's a huge message, kiddo, but
He's talking about laying out signs for his mom to let her know that she's in the right place at the right time because she's not going to give up researching.
okay.
So he's going to put out, really, it almost feels like, you can set a book down and it falls open.
Yes.
And then you look at the page and you go, what? That's incredible. It feels like that kind of information, very forward,
Love
very,
it. So you're helping her with the research.
yes. And he's doing that for her peace of mind, not to encourage her to be the voice and face of, we have to correct this and stand up against it. He goes, that's not her place. Her place is knowing. That'll come in handy later.
Right. So she can be in peace, Nick? Find some kind of peace?
Yes. She'll help others later. Not now, Mom, not now.
Okay. Okay. Well, take care of yourself, kiddo, and feel free to come anytime. Your mom's a sweetheart, and she really reached out in a big way.
He puts his feet together, he puts his arms down, he stands up straight, kind of nods his head. He says, thank you.
Oh.
And he's out.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. Peggy, this question is for you. Your grandson Daniel lost his doggie last night, Dollar. His name was Dollar. How cute is that? Oh, so have you met Dollar? No, not yet. Okay, so Peggy, Daniel wants to know, how is Dollar doing? Has he made it? Not yet.
Doesn't want to.
Still with Daniel, right?
Yep. So maybe there can be a sweet little ceremony or some kind of,
Send off.
yes, because then Dollar can come back in spirit and hang out. But right now, Dollar's not interested in crossing over.
Aw, okay. Okay, so we'll ask about him in a couple weeks. How are you doing, Peggy?
Wow. She says, talk about a dog that is loyal.
I guess he had him for like 10 years.
That dog is loyal, like glue, just
I love it.
so almost needs to be told to finish dying.
Aw.
You need to hurry up and finish dying.
Right?
I think that's so funny sounding.
It is. It is.
Oh, she loves him so much.
Aw. Peggy, how are
She'll
you
help
doing?
Dollar. She's doing wonderful. Oh, she likes all the work that comes with this. She says, your mom is interrupting. So Peggy was saying that with all the people writing in now, it's still a small enough community where every single question is being read and tended to and cared for. And your mother interrupted and is mentioning that she is leading a group. I think you can call it what you want. Counsel group.
My mom is?
That, yes, that is going to help people on earth communicate to their loved ones that they're asking about.
Wow.
Griffen suggested it. Your mom is putting it together, and Peggy is definitely on that team.
I love
So
it.
you're going to start noticing that sometimes people are going to write in with their question
Uh-huh.
and not even need you to respond. They'll write back in the next few days and go, I got in contact with my son, or my mother came forward, or this is what happened, because they're trying to almost beat you
Uh-huh.
to the responding to kind of build that community. Because your mom finds that there's so much more validity when the spirits are talking to them directly and
Right.
their mother's recognizing the healing in it. So she wants to continue that.
Right.
So viewers, be aware that we might get to a point where all it requires is you to send the question in and Team Mom is going to be handling
I
it.
love it, Mom.
What do you want? You have to decide what you want to call it. You can sit down now. You're very hovering over me.
Mom, if you would have had an avenue like this, would it helped you with all the death you faced in your life?
She can't even to imagine.
The healing?
She can't begin to imagine what kind of comfort it would have brought.
Right.
It really would have required her to set aside a lot of what she believed in, and that would have been difficult. But she says these days it's more acceptable.
Mm-hmm.
So she says if she was in that mindset, not even really believing in it, but just the mindset of the possibility, she said it would have brought her so much relief. She wouldn't have felt so lonely through it.
Absolutely, absolutely. I love you, Mom.
She
Mary
said, I love
Ann.
you too. Hi, Dylan.
Hi,
I love
Grandma.
you.
Love you, Grandma.
Okay, this question comes
Yoo-hoo.
in. Yoo-hoo, that was our saying to my mom. Yoo-hoo.
Just
Okay,
had 4 shots of espresso over ice.
yeah. Okay, this question comes from Kim Hamby-Peace.
Cute.
Aw. We love you, Kim. Okay, so good morning, Marshawn and Jamie and everybody, Griffin. Today is my sister Dawn's birthday. Are there any messages from her husband, Mike Daniel? Thank you for providing the bridge to our loved ones in heaven.
I'm listening to the happy birthday song led by
Oh.
Griffin. Griffin's not that great of a singer.
No.
Huh. Good at other things, I guess,
Some things
but
never
not that.
change.
He's trying to tell me I asked for other things when I arrived here, not a singing voice.
Right, exactly.
Sweet husband. Hello. Hi.
Aw.
Hi. Where are you? I feel like he's in my head. He's not in the room.
Mike Daniel. Mike Daniel, where are you, kiddo?
He's staying with his family.
Okay. Are you doing okay? Do you have a message for your wife? It's her birthday today.
He said, I wish she would believe how well I'm doing.
Okay.
She at least deserves that for her birthday.
Absolutely. I know Griffin used to tell me not to go to his grave on his birthday. He'd beg me not to go. He'd say, I'm with you already. He goes, I don't want to go there on your birthday.
He says it's morbid.
Right? Exactly.
He says, go to the hospital where I was born on my birthday. Try that.
Exactly. Amen.
Mike is mentioning he'd like his wife to acknowledge the people he's put in her life since his crossing.
Okay.
These would be new people who are helping her with like being single. And he said living. They're helping her live because she didn't want to. She wanted a timeout
Oh, yeah.
to understand what was going on. He says, but please let her know that a timeout is, he said, well, it's not healthy for her. I want her to keep going. By keeping up the momentum, she'll find the peace she's looking for. He
I
keeps
get that.
surrounding her in love. So she's going to have these moments where she's going to be doing whatever it is, totally mundane or completely into work, whatever, and feel immensely loved and not really know why she's having this sensation, but that's from her sweetheart, Mike.
I love that. That's amazing.
He says, thank you for the acknowledgement today and the time.
Yeah, you have a sweet family, a very sweet family, caring.
He's very sweet.
Yeah.
He's a good fit.
Yeah, totally.
He's saying thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Have
you.
a beautiful day.
Oh, thank you. You too.